cannot understand power, wealth, and poverty without delving into the intricate web of money movement. It is a clandestine affair, forever shrouded in privacy and secrecy. But behold, every now and then, the curtain veiling the offshore money realm is lifted, granting us a tantalizing glimpse into its depths. In the old days, those who stole from the very people that they governed had limited options to squander away their ill-gotten gains. Buried in holes or stashed beneath mattresses, money remained a mere trinket, unfulfilled and unenjoyed. But lo, the advent of offshore finance in the 1950s, masterminded by the conniving bankers of London and Switzerland, changed the game. No longer must stolen riches slumber in earthly confines. They could be stolen, concealed, and then by some miraculous liberation, set free to be spent. Thus, a perpetual cycle was born. Steal, hide, and spend. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Financial Crimes series, where we plunge into the seedy underbelly of offshore financial crimes, a realm where the ultra-wealthy safeguard their treasures and wield their influence. Today, our gaze falls upon one family of Kenyan Dynasty, rulers of Kenya's vast business empires. So, who is this so rich that his wealth cannot be contained within Kenya? Who is this mysterious client 13173? Keep it here to find out. I am Jeff Kafka. Kindly subscribe for more content like this. Certain nations have morphed into economic entities specialized in offering such dubious services, the so-called tax havens. St. Kitts and Nevis, Panama, Bermuda, Jersey, the British Virgin Islands, among others. Their legal and banking systems swathed in impenetrable secrecy. Lawyers for hire establish shell companies with fictitious directors and false addresses, while harboring the real bank accounts. Elaborate structures veil true ownership, concealing it behind layers of corporate obfuscation. Banks turn a blind eye on the money's origin and refuse to divulge any information to prying eyes. Thus, with these facilitators at their disposal, politicians easily plunder and amass fortunes, which they then squirrel away abroad, beyond the reach of detection, while luxuriating in the spoils. Remember, Wananchi, offshore is not a tangible place, nor confined to the likes of the British Virgin Islands or Hong Kong. If you have not already guessed the Kenyan dynasty we are talking about, let me introduce you to the Kenyattas. The Kenyattas, rumored to be one of the nation's wealthiest families, bask in the limelight for their colossal business empire. Banking, insurance, media, hotels, sprawling agricultural land, and the grand Brookside Dairy on the Nairobi outskirts. Yet, concealed within the labyrinth of tax havens and cloaked by an intricate network of bankers, advisors, and offshore service providers, their clandestine machinations have remained hidden. But make no mistake, the Kenyattas are not alone on the notorious roster of African politicians who hold their fortunes far from the desperate grasp of their fellow citizens. Oh no, the list includes Gabon's incumbent president, Ali Bongo, Denis Sassou Nguesso, the iron-fisted leader of the Republic of Congo, Patrick Achi, the Prime Minister of Cote d'Ivoire, Martin Rushawa, a trusted confidant of Zimbabwe's President Emmerson Mnangagwa, whose kinship is not coincidental, and the list extends endlessly. In Kenya, the Kenyattas are neither the pioneers nor the last in concealing their wealth through intricate webs of shell companies nestled with tax havens. Cast your mind back to 1986 when Samuel Gishuru burst his first phantom company in Jersey, the Windward Trading Company. Over 2 decades, he secreted away more than 20 billion Kenya shillings, their existence unknown. Then, in a landmark divorce case in 2006, Salome Njeri shattered the illusion. The vengeful wife laid bare the secrecy Jersey accounts during their bitter proceedings. But all this would not have been known had it not been for the Pandora Papers of 2021. Oh, behold the grand spectacle of 2021, the year of the mysterious Pandora Papers. It was a tale that captivated the masses, as if plucked straight from the script of a Shakespearean tragedy. These papers revealed how the Kenyattas and others hide their wealth in offshore accounts. In this extraordinary saga, the Honorable Kenyattas sought guidance from the paragons of international wealth expertise, the renowned Swiss bank union Bancaire Privée, or UBP. Oh, what a brilliant choice! For who better to advise on the intricate art of financial secrecy than the masters of Swiss banking? These sly foxes enlisted the aid of Alcogal, a Panamanian law firm specializing in the dark arts of setting up and managing offshore companies. Truly a match made in heaven. Oh, the clandestine nature of it all. The Kenyattas, beloved figures of the land, were bestowed the distinguished codename Client 13173 by the Swiss advisors. Such a clandestine moniker, a secret language only the initiated could comprehend. In the Pandora Papers, the curtain was lifted and the truth was revealed. In the year 1999, Mrs. Kenyatta, Mama Ngina, and her 2 daughters, Christina and Anna, conspired to birth a shadowy entity known as Mildred International Limited, nestled cozily in the British Virgin Islands. The British Virgin Islands, where anonymity dances with the offshore accounts. Alcogal graciously provided a registered office of the Grand Island of Totola, offering their loyal staff to play the roles of Mildred's puppet directors. Thus, a perfectly incognito company was born, veiling the Kenyatta family with impenetrable secrecy. Bravo. This surreptitious enterprise was ingeniously utilized by Mrs. Kenyatta and her daughter to acquire a splendid apartment in the heart of London, a property that remains in their clutches to this very day. Though the meticulous sleuthing of finance uncovered, we discover the apartment's worth a staggering $1.3 million. Oh, the irony. A property once rented out to a British Labour MP, one Emma Ann Harrick. Not content with one magnificent feat, the UBP Private Wealth Advisors extended their crafty reach to Mr. Kenyatta's brother, Muhoho. Together, they conjured a Panamanian creation known as the Crisel Foundation in 2003. Hidden within the offices of Alcogal in Panama City, this illusion of an organization was manned by puppet board members from the Panamanian law firm. Its sole purpose? To cater to the desires of Muhoho Kenyatta, with his son Jomo Kamau Muhoho destined to inherit the spoils. Truly a family affair of epic proportions. But wait, there is more. Another BVI company held in Mr. Muhoho's grasp held the astounding valuation of £30 million in stocks and bonds as at November 2016. Such staggering wealth amassed through the dark arts of offshore machinations, it boggles the mind. And so the grand drama unfolds, with the Kenyatta family entwined in a web of secrecy and opulence. The Pandora papers have shed light on their masked endeavors, leaving the world astounded by their mastery of the offshore labyrinth. Oh, what a show! And so, we have delved into the shadowy realm of financial crimes, where power, wealth, and deceit intertwine. We have uncovered the clandestine networks, the offshore havens, and the elusive perpetrators who orchestrate this grand symphony of deception. But let us not forget the victims, the citizens robbed of their rightful prosperity, the nations deprived of their potential, and the fabric of society torn asunder by the insatiable greed of a few. So join us next time as we delve further into the depths of financial crimes, where we shall be exposing the unforeseen hands that manipulate economies, topple nations, and shatter lives. Until then, stay vigilant, for the web of deceit knows no bounds. Signing out, Jeff Kafka.